Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen, and I believe in dragons. And there is so much to tell about the Dragon's Path, the Dragon's spiritual path, that now more and more people starting to recognize and to discover. And let me be a bit of a help actually in your path, and I hope that I can be a bit of a help of your path, because this spiritual path, there is so much to say about this spiritual path, about discovering, about the dragon itself, and this is one of them. And I want to tell you something more about a sign that helped me a lot back in the day. I was very drawn into magic, and not only because it helps me to find the dragon, but also to find also myself and where I stand. I wanted to discover everything also about myself, and so like I said, I was drawn inside of this magical thing that I used for opening gates towards the dragon. And yeah, this was actually a sign that not people didn't tell me about this, but I came to discover this myself. It was about the seven-pointed star, also called the heptagram or the septogram, or this is also called the elven star, and this is actually the star that is for the spirits that is not entirely human inside of themselves. So I didn't know this back then, but I was drawn into it. In all religions of the modern days, the heptagram is a beloved symbol that brings the seven important energies of days together as a circle. In both Christianity and even Satanism, it is used. As well as the dragon's path. If you want to use, of course, everything is free to use. I was drawn, like I said, to this sign of seven energies, and I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was so drawn to it. Much more than actually a pentagram is. A pentagram is also very helpful, and also wanted to point out the five elements, the four elements, well-known elements of nature that creates life itself. That is the above energy, of course, the fifth element, that is spirit, that is your spirit, that is created by the four elements. And the four elements in their regard are the dragon gods. They choose for you to return, they choose for you to have a dragon soul. So now you are here as a human being, but also as a draconic soul. This means that you don't have an entire soul of a human being, and this star is for the more complex, the complex spirits among us. So, like I said, uh, much it was much more than the pentagram, although my most attracted symbol was of course the dragon's eye. The dragon's eye is what combines all of us, all of the dragons that we have among our circle. And but the heptagram, the star that unites your non-human soul with your human soul in balance, is also very strong strength to know that then acting according to the true will is the ultimate goal and the ultimate duty of every being. This true will is a mystical concept that indicates the one path and of action, where one doesn't encounter any form of resistance. It's assumed that according to this true will equals being assisted by the entire cosmos. It's much further than that even. And multiple persons of being who um, all act according to the will, their will can never conflict, not light against dark, but as one. It follows that acting according to the true will implies that one must respect the true will of others, which is expressed in love in the law. I mean, this is a bit much, of course, but um, this is also what I feel of it. Like the love that you feel for the dragon. It's a star that actually unites you and your spirit, your dragon spirit, that you must recognize it. And this goes into 7 steps, 7-pointed star. So a bit more complex than just a pentagram, but it's a very helpful tool. Um, Yeah, and of course, it's better to use it responsibly. Of course, let me explain it to you. Like the seven-pointed star of the heptagram. So I drawed actually a bit more what every star point has want to say to you. So your true will, in fact, indicates with your dragon soul, in fact. Most of the time, it's also used for the people who also claim they have another soul inside of them. That doesn't mean it has to be a dragon, but in this case, it's also helpful for us. So the first star is actually there. Monday, the end and a new beginning. Then Tuesday, unity with nature and the earth, male energy. Wednesday, control, pride, and balance. Then Thursday, end of the circle, the start of a new cycle and restart. Friday, pride, watch out for the fall, earth energy and feminine energy. And then you of course have Saturday, consequences, balance, wisdom in your actions, male and female gender energy together combined. And then you have the final one, Sunday, the dragon, acceptance. So for fully 100%, it's going to be a cycle of it. And that is where the heptagram stands for, to understand and to evolve, of course, eventually. Everything that has influenced you as a child, everything that makes you feel bad about what you were troubled about things that you need to forget, what oppressed you and what let you your true self travel as a newborn with the wisdom of the dragon. So in fact, what I said all the time, that you need to forget about everything that you were taught, that you were learned, so that you will eventually discover yourself as you were, as you are. So you are about to discover actually your true self with this. How can you use it? You can use it inside of your rituals, but also when you want to talk to the dragon, this is also something. This is actually more about your own soul and not about your guardian just just yet. Also not your dragon god. It's more about you and the discovering that you make. So to open up more of the dragon soul that you have inside of you and to discover who you actually truly are. Your free will, your true will, mystical concept that indicates the path of action that you didn't encounter yet, but you want. Yeah, you might have some resistance inside of you that your dragon soul doesn't want, that you have to release all of this. That is actually more of the pentagram, the heptagram, the elven star. So like I said for many times actually, to understand yourself, you need to forget everything, or what you think is everything, of course. The great divine to understand more of the dragon, your guardian, and also your god, especially your god, you need to understand yourself and work on yourself. So a very complex spirit is that you are, and this complex spirit needs to be discovered step by step in 7 ways, like the 7 days of the week. Everything that is being called the weekdays or the months, and so everything is actually pagan. It's because you need to count it down. You need to do everything step by step, and eventually, at the end of the cycle, you will recognize yourself. You will recognize the dragon within. So actually, I hope this can make any sense of you. This is actually what I'm trying to teach, not teaching, but make you understand that a dragon soul, while it's awakened, you don't fully 100% understand yourself yet. It might be so confusing and so difficult to understand who you really are when your draconic soul is awakened. It's something that I actually said in the beginning. No, we don't have a dragon soul, but yeah, yes, there is. Yes, there is. And I need to say to myself, and that was actually my um, Thursday and Friday. I was in the middle of that. Um, one of the stars is actually acceptance. acceptance who I am, acceptance who you are, acceptance for the draconic soul within that is awakened and gets grown, and it grows all the time, all the time. And in this step by step that you take, with understanding, you're getting closer to the dragon guardian and the dragon god. And the more you understand, the more you can feel them about yourself, but also about them, about what dragons are, who you are, who your soul is, what your soul is, and what your dragon soul can see, and what the abilities are. The heptagram shows you a bit. The heptagram is the soul, it's actually the star of your soul. Let it all combine together. My brothers and sisters, be